to her body.
She was pissed. She's pissed. What the fuck do you want, bitches?
What?
You pet her in the wrong area. You must now die.
God damn it. That pet.
She looks over and is like, what?
My captain wants to speak to yours.
Give me a second as I will radio this information to my captain.
Oh, my captain, my captain.
So she does open up another comm frequency in her helmet.
Okay, and Connor, you pick up.
Yes!
Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah. He's like, what is it?
Well, we may not have to show the true selves after all.
You do realize what I have on my chest and how I wear my armor.
That is a good point.
You do realize we have to wear it to Sunday every day.
Well, no, I'm talking, I go, the captain would like to parlay with you the road trader would like to parlay with you personally. I think this will suit us better than trying to engage his ships 1v3.
What was the largest ship again, Devana?
I think it was
Well,
not the
the
Storm.
Tempest Strike. I think it's the Tempest Strike frigate and the
Storm Sword.
sword are about the same size.
Okay. The two frigates, the ones that have us greatly outgunned.
I, for one, don't want to lose the Cultist Knight. Because
Yeah.
it'll take forever to get everything right again.
And that's
Well-
why this parlay is in our best interest.
Tell you what. Have him come down to the planet to meet with me in Skull Cove. Have the shuttle instead of bringing oh, how do I put this? Bringing myself to them, have him see if he would be more willing to enjoy a nice meal with me here at Pirate Cove. As he's still going to have to deal with the pirates aboard the planet anyway. And it's a good neutral ground, actually, now that I think of it.
That it is. The people there are not on our side, nor the road trader's side.
They
So-
only work for the coin.
Yes.
And we both have enough coin to throw at each other's problems to, well, incite a pirate civil war anyway.
Yes, that's what we do. I will
Yes.
let him know.
Frogger just lets out another sigh.
She hangs up and
Well,
walks over.
but Froner's orders were basically load up the shuttle with all the good food
Okay.
and drinks.
And then, okay.
Well, the thing is, they already have their own shuttles. I don't think they would be so appreciative of us sending our shuttle to their ship.
No, but
No, you're sending the shuttle to Skull Cove because if I got that right, Bronner wants the captain to the road trader to meet him at Skull Cove so they can dine on the festivities and they can negotiate a compromise.
and with Skull Cove being a neutral ground anyway,
Yeah, it fits.
So she's gonna walk over to Comrade,
Okay.
and she says, "My captain would like to do that. He's even found some neutral ground that your captain could visit at, and no." She gives him the coordinates of Skull Cove.
Okay.
I'd let you know that this is the local pirates' stronghold, not ours. So they are not on any side. They are on whoever has the most money. This way, your captain can feel confident with his arrival there.
Fair enough. I'll let him know.
Even if we leave, he would still have to deal with them. So it might as well get to know them right now. No.
Oh god, I can't take her seriously anymore.
Yes,
God.
you can. Deal with it. Be professional.
I am being very professional right now. I'm
This is
muting
just- this is
myself
just
when I have a
awesome.
massive laugh attack, okay?
Meow.
Okay, so Conrad relays that information to Cult
fine.
Alliance.
She also, before she leaves, by the way, my name is Devona, not Hey Woman.
Ooh. Meow.
Claws out.
Well, Miss Devona, I am Conrad.
Nice to meet you, Conrad. And it's pleasant to have some civil conversation. And she'll start heading back to the ship.
Okay.
I'm
So,
heading back to the group for to relay information and to slowly make our way back to the shuttle.
okay, yeah, you guys start, and what was it? Cult Alliance. He takes the information. He listens to what you're about to say. Is good job, Conrad. Good job, Conrad. Prepare your. I will have my shuttle prepared at once. Take your shuttle, your personal shuttle, not the other two. Your shuttle and fly to this Skull Cove. If the reports from Sanders is correct, these natives are primitive, primitive people with what looks as best as flintlock weaponry. We should have nothing to fear. These pirates prove these off-world pirates prove the biggest threat, and would be best if we deal with them accordingly.
Yes, sir. And at the point, yes, sir, I will meet you there.
Okay.
So at that point, me and my squad will load up into the our shuttle, while I order the other two to either meet up with the others or to meet up with kind of like an escort with the captain.
Okay. So
One or the other.
yeah, so yeah, you go full. You basically will go get. You guys all prepare to go off your different ways. And also we have Jesse, who is now online, so we can someone add him to the call.
He's already here.
It's already here.
Praise be the dark gods, I made it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
Your offer of those two poor criminals you shanked last session was enough for them to bless enough favor on you for you to survive the clutches of the woman.
Yes. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. 2 sisters and lived with my mom, and I'm the middle child.
My
Oh,
heart goes out
gosh.
to you.
Well, I'm an only child, so
I'm the eldest. I was the experiment. The one that always got blamed for anything going wrong.
Yeah, that sucks too.
It's like, Smack, why'd you do this? I didn't do it. Blah 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 did it. Well, you're the orders. Why didn't you stop them? I wasn't here! Smack! That's no
Oh.
excuse.
Also, we have Miles is on as well, but I think he said something about. At least he's been telling to me that something that his computer is muted, so he won't hear anything.
Boy.
So that kind of makes it difficult.
Very difficult.
Hmm.
Roll D100. See if you survive the impact.
Okay.
Uh,
Dead. Dead.
Yeah, dead. Okay, who's dead?
He's so
Miles.
dead.
No, he's
Miles?
not. He's gonna be. He's not. He's gonna be in like a salvation pod. Well, he says apparently my internet and computer don't want to load anything today. Miles, is he okay? He's getting on.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
he is.
force add.
The thing is, uh, okay. If Miles can't get on due to his internet problems and the fact that he's at his mom's house and that whatnot, I can basically run his bit, next week.
Yeah,
If
he'll
necessary.
just be stuck in the ship for a little bit longer.
I mean, it's not. It's basically it basically would be him kind of. Yeah, he's stuck in the ship along with Arthur, who is also not here. But yeah, but they'll be stuck in the ship, kind of hopefully attempting to maybe like probably gathering together whatever they can on board because they just kind of realized, oh, the ship just came out of the ship is a burning wreck. It just with barely functioning jello fields. They are actually lucky they didn't get all possessed while they're going through the warp. They've just come out. They have critical damage. Then you have a damage report string going down, and they're probably just gathering whatever supplies they can and chucking it on board the salvation pod. And also, he has to jettison the. He said he was going to jettison the core of the whatchamacallit, of the AI core of
No, they
the
haven't
machine.
met me yet.
Huh?
Well, Jesse said they're stuck in the med bay with me.
No, they're not. They're not. Hopefully. But yeah, they will be.
You didn't say yet.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell Miles that if okay. So anyways, okay, I will inform him of that later. Culto Lionis gets along with that. So yeah, everyone is kind of okay. So Devona, besides okay, you've talked to them. Are you getting on board the shuttle to go over and say hello, or are you staying on board the ship to go watch over it?
I'm staying on board the ship to watch over it, plus I still need to finish up creating my cure, remember?
Oh yeah, your thingy. What's it?
I don't want to leave the ship alone with a Nurgle virus in it.
Okay, so yeah, you will go about that. You'll basically go back to your work. Uh, Conrad is going to be flying over to Skull Cove.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
With a
you
Nurgle
know.
virus on your ship. What's the
And
worst?
you're and also you do realize as
With a
as
gas
everyone
sieve.
as you start walking away, the Vulcan mega bolter turrets do stop, like they stop tracking you.
Okay.
They like kind of like zoom off. They're at ready position, but while you guys were talking, they had them aimed like locked onto you.
Yeah.
Conrad probably
Texas.
breathes a sigh of relief.
Make us pull our triggers, please.
That basically is what you're saying. In fact, Devona has to come back, and a lot of the gunners are a little bit ticked because they were literally just standing there waiting.
For the signal that would never come.
And a lot of the Neanders with Devona, the honor guard, are a little just.
Tick.
They kind of look at her as she's coming back, like, "Is that all? Can we kill things now?"
Kill
Like,
each other.
there's
Go for it.
a note of disappointment is pretty evident.
And then I just put my hands together and you can see like force lightning of my flesh shaper powers sitting back and forth as I kind of look back at them.
Okay, yeah, that gets some. Okay, yeah. They are freaked out by, even though that would normally be intimidate. They are still pretty freaked out by that
They're
stuff,
weary.
and they go. They agree. They stop complaining to your face. But
They can complain
they
to
go
my
back.
back all they want.
yeah, but but they do leave. Okay.
She also just
Who
whispers,
is asking the thing with the is that Jesse? Or
Yeah.
asking which
yeah.
name?
Let
Yeah,
me give let's just put the link up.
Drop a link and promote yourself.
Well, people already here watching it are gonna already have the link, so I can't be
Well-
shamelessly self-publishing. Oh, shamelessing. What is it called? Shamelessly.
Shamelessly.
Advertising?
Yeah, self-advertising.
Oh
How is
boy.
it shameless?
I don't know. Usually, you're on someone else's channel and you promote your channel. I guess that's why it's shameless.
Rufus, why are you trying to lay your paw onto my leg? Stop
Because he
it.
wants to touch.
Stop it.
Meow.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
My cat over here, my dad's cat over here by the name of Rufus is a weird old man. I live in a house with 5 cats. So,
So you're the crazy old cat man.
That's his dad.
it's technically I only own 2 cats. The others are my dad's, my sister's, and a feral cat we brought into the house.
Right now, I think this is probably going to be my most exciting Let's Play.
Oh.
Ever.
The thing is
yeah.
The
Lots
thing
of
is,
talking.
yes. Sorry, I've been really
You're trying to get
telling,
everyone together.
Miles stuff. That basically, since if he has a problem, he can either be in the call next week, or during some time before then, I can have a one-on-one session with him and his
Yeah.
character doing stuff, and not in that way.
God, man.
Well, I mean, this does.
You're all
this does,
cultists of Slanesh, I have to say.
Well,
Well, not all of us. My God.
not all of them. I mean,
A
some of
few
them
of you
are
are.
undivided. I mean,
Technically, most of us are undivided.
there's only
Well,
confirmed.
Devona and Bronner both are of Slanesh.
I mean, I've got the freaking Marcus Slanesh right on my chest.
Oh
So,
gosh, if what's his face, Lionel hates the cultist, oh man, you're gonna walk
Skull
up.
Coach end up as a. Yeah, this might turn bad.
well, no, I mean,
Well,
it's
let's
it's
continue and find out. My God, I want to see if it turns
We
bad.
don't worry, we will find out. But we are will be going over to the. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta get all the players over.
Rasputin,
Where are we? I don't
the
know.
warp, the
Oh,
warp.
never mind. I know exactly where the hell.
I'm bringing everyone over to the Skull Cove page, since we no longer need that page since we no longer need the Coldest Night for the moment.
Ah, yes. There's my epic freaking Viking.
I do, in the top left corner, you do see the dead pile.
Is that the two big?
Yeah, the 2 hordes of pirates who got slaughtered.
Well, they made the mistake of coming aboard my Viking ship.
They did.
They didn't kill one of the Vikings. I was hoping they would do something, but they did a horrible damage on their attack.
I do 2 damage to you.
They need 10 to actually deal a wound and thus actually kill a Viking. How hordes work. They did 9. They did 9 total damage.
1 point short.
Yeah.
And that one who got wounded the most is actually currently in the lap of luxury with 2 winches celebrating.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, Runner, this comes to a point where you basically are, while you're talking to it, you are basically going to, basically within sight of Skull Cove, and you are now sailing into the pier. You know, there are plenty of pirate ships around there. There are plenty of pirate ships around there, and obviously this is basically think Tortuga from Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's what's going on.
Right as we're coming in,
Did we find the pearl?
It's always partying.
yeah, well, right when we come in, Frauner has the drum and horn sounding, basically announcing himself as he does alter his armor a bit to hide his mark. Basically, he's putting the fur back down.
Well, he won't be. Do realize he will have to deal with the. He won't exactly be needing to. I mean, there will be some time, but he also has to deal with Captain Terra on this place, who, from what you've heard, is probably a worshiper of chaos, if not Slanesh.
Yeah. No, I mean, Frauner. Yeah. Basically, Frauner's doing some tests real quick to see if he can't hide his mark effectively. If he can, then he just fixes it right back real quick.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can, or you could basically just, you'd have to, well,
why
how is the armor worn? Is it, you said it was
It's a xenopelt.
You can kind of arrange it in a way in which it would cover up the mark. You would have to, Okay.
Quick question. Why are you covering up the mark?
Well, he's trying to see if he can. Because,
yeah, because he said he heard Rogue Trader, and generally Rogue Traders aren't all that, well, friendly to the forces of chaos, partially because if they were, the Inquisition would get on their ass about it.
Oh, okay.
And as much as they fear the Dark Gods, they fear the Inquisition more.
I was just wondering because I didn't say anything about it.
It did sound a little metagamey. Yes, it did sound a little metagamey. But I'm saying since Frauner has dealt with Rogue Traders before, it makes a little bit of sense.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I did not mean to come off as meta there.
Obviously, if negotiations go down the drain, Frauner could probably shift that back into place, pull out his axe, and it's go time.
Well, I mean, the axe is on a magnetic scabbard attached to my back. I mean, either way, there is nothing but hell coming.
And then we have a surprise double agent coming to our rescue with a bolter pistol and chainsword.
That's a little metagamey.
We need a little metagaming.
Yes, that's a little. It's like, who knows? Who knows what Conrad's gonna do?
I mean,
He could come to your rescue, or he could just shoot you in the face.
Or he can shoot all of you in the face.
Yes. I mean, it depends on what Eric wants to do.
I
know.
I hate cats sometimes.
Okay.
No.
So basically, you guys are going in there, and even though, since you are making such a noise and display of force,
Okay.
the fact that you're carrying 2 ships, and the fact that also few of your few of your honor guard have had the body from the ropes from the that really harness, like some of the roping.
Yeah.
They have actually taken some of the bodies from the dead pirates and put them, or like tied them up around the roping just to show, hey, this is what happens to people who fuck with us.
So they're hanging from the masses.
They're hanging from the mast. They're hanging from the rigging. I mean, they're
just hanging everywhere, man.
I know, right? They're just waiting. They're just waiting for the puppet master.
It looks.
One's in front of the dragon, all chuckled.
And then soon enough, you do step on board. You set up to the port. You like tie off, and you do step on.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's having fun. Reiner's having fun. It's been a while since he's actually gotten to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of festivities and everything, and you can, it is just in the air. Even though some of it has died down partially because your announcement, you do have a lot of people looking at you, all of them different pirates of all different sorts and whatnot.
Yeah, Frauner's making his way down. I mean, he's got the las pistol displayed on his hip. His
Note,
axe.
you note some of the pirates, especially those who are next to like have who are, you know, have so a lot of the pirates, a lot of the people here are in fact openly displaying marks of chaos. Like not actual like gift like a god's mark, but they're showing like the 8-pointed star. They're showing different like the mark of they're having like the mark of Slanesh drawn out, you know,
Yeah,
and
and
you
his
know
marks.
it is you know it is a little refreshing.
And they can see his mark on his chest as well.
They
And it's a real mark.
they see your mark. However, a lot of them see your mark, and are well. Actually, do you have scrutiny?
Let me double check, but I think I do.
Then you can roll scrutiny.
My character sheet. You know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
1 second. I don't have scrutiny. That's
Just roll your perception minus 20. Or just roll a D10, D100 and compare that to your perception minus 20.
oh boy. This is gonna
Plus 10. Actually, just only be minus 10 because you have their heightened senses all.
Oh yeah.
Remember, did
Oh.
you can tell that the people are in awe. If any, they are in awe of what they see because they see the mark of Slanesh, the god. They and you do see. Obviously, they are in awe because this is something that's obviously showing that you, even though they worship the true gods, you've actually been blessed by a god.
Yeah, no, he's he's smirking, he's got his the axe blades all nice
And obviously,
polished.
with your obviously, I'm just saying you're going to be heading off, and you have this Viking horde with you as you guys are getting off.
No,
boat.
he's got his personal winch.
I'm just going to move these guys up to a bit, so just to represent them being off the ship. With
that
obviously
you?
a pirate captain who has been not yet asked his name.
Which is actually kind of shocking.
This
Who do you work
captain.
for? A rogue trader. Good enough for me.
No, the pirate captain of the planet. This guy.
Well, he didn't ask for the rogue trader's name either.
No, we both. No, actually, there was no asking for names, but at the same time, well, it's not like names could be given.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, let's be honest. You're gonna say a rogue trader's name, and what's the likelihood I'm gonna be like, oh, I know of him, or would it be like, who?
That's what, I mean, I had you do Imperial Navy because Culto Lionis has connections with the Imperial Navy, and also how militaristic of a rogue trader he is.
But I didn't recognize the name.
I haven't told you guys anything about the neck, but it is actually pretty decked out to the teeth.
Who said it had alien tech on it? That's all we know.
Yeah. Or at least, no, you guys don't know that.
No, not us personally.
Yeah, you out of game, yes, you do. You do know that it has alien tech on it.
Yeah.
But as a character standpoint, Raider versus 2 frigates. Yeah, suicide.
It's a little bit of a suicide.
Oh, you're not even caring about the little iconoclast? Then again, it does have 14 armor and 28 hull integrity.
We can take
salvo
Raider.
Yeah, we can take a Raider. It's just, yeah, frigates is like those landing crafts trying to take on a Raider.
The thing is, however, Bronner's for combat. He's taken on frigates before. The problem is, this is multiple ships. If it were a one-on-one match,
that'd be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the fact is, it's multiple ships. They have the advantage.
Well, not just that. I would also assume that we are more of a stealth tactic. Come in from the broadside or blindside
We're
them.
hit and run.
Yeah.
We're actually kind of spec'd out for hit and run tactics mostly.
And since the element of surprise is gone, you are not in a favorable position.
No. Now, though, Bronner can actually try another trick if need be. And it's something that may or may not be followed through with the utmost honor. And that's a one-on-one ship duel.
Okay.
But at the same
And
Ship duel, we shall only use our fist. Hidden knife.
pretty much that's how it is. I mean, it's
okay, so yeah, we are kind of getting a little off track.
no,
People are both spamming the comments on that.
yeah, they will.
You've spent 3 hours doing shit that should have taken only like 1.
Oh, screw you! It takes a while to paint a nice, good, masterful picture.
Yes.
Well, a lot of the people that
like
would be
several
complaining.
nights doing anything like this for you, Baka.
No, when Fronner comes off the ship, he's got Josephine the winch in his arm, dressed up very nicely.
What about your shock?
The thing is that the thing is, yes, the pirates are intimidated by you, and also by your honor guard, because they are out there, they are in full force, and they have actually formed a little circle around you. And anyone who gets even near them, they are shoving aside with their shields. And I'm not even gonna roll strength since they have a lot higher strength than them. So I'm gonna just say automatically, just like none of them resisted.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's just no other way to put it.
Yeah. And so yeah, and yeah. Jesse getting ticked. Sorry, we will be heading up. So basically, you are led around. Okay, so basically you're here, you're walking. Basically, as soon as you guys are okay, so you're here and you're kind of standing about, you're seeing the festivities. There's multiple different parties and carnivals. There's different wrestling matches, different types of games. There's women, scantily clad women dancing and whatnot. Some of them are stripping, some of them aren't. Obviously, all the different wild festivities. There is copious amounts of alcohol being drank, and everything. It's very festival.
It's a very festive situation, in which case.
It's a very festive situation.
Nice.
And you kind of slightly feel bad that you can't immediately take part.
Oh, I know. I mean, this is kind of a Viking's bread and butter, and he's stuck on business, so it's either business with an asking of questions, or it's just going to be somebody's head's going to roll. Either way, an axe is involved.
Okay, and anyways, basically after you guys you're just looking around, obviously eyeing the women. Some of them are actually very, very, very attractive. Others are
Oh, so for once, this place actually looks a lot better off than any other.
I mean, they're attractive, but they're getting if it's out of 100, you have like a few specimens that are around 80-ish.
No, I'm talking about the plague being infected.
Oh, the plague doesn't really either they literally just not. You don't see much plants or vegetation, But generally, it looks like the people here have somehow managed to ward it off, because the signs of sickness are not really present here, despite the fact that it's actually pretty close to the source of the uh, plague.
No, Froner stops
Mm-hmm.
and lays on the charm to one of the nearby women
Mm-hmm.
to basically get some information.
Well, thing is that before you stop before you do that, a very scantily clad, with strategically positioned clothing, walks up to you.
Oh,
Walks up to you, and she has multiple tattoos of dedicating her worship to the Lord of Hedonism, Slanesh, and other things
yeah.
worth pointing towards Slanesh.
Oh.
And she sees your mark, and she bows. She makes a bow in front of you, says, welcome, 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 welcome,
Froner. Flon.
fellow follower from the stars.
No, he smirks as he's like, such a elegant title is unneeded. After all, I have business with the good Captain Tarok here.
Indeed, that is why That is why he has sent me to gather you to come into his presence, my lord.
Yeah, Froner smirks as he's like, good. I was just about to get directions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah, she takes you to. Okay,
Yeah.
give me a second. Okay, so basically, she takes you to Captain Tarrant, who. Give me a sec. Open layer.
Motherfucker.
Okay, so Captain Tarrant is right here.
Okay.
So, this individual.
Oh yeah.
And then, you're basically brought along the port into a very grand building that has been, very grand stone building.
Froner is admiring and nodding his head.
Alright. So yeah, and the doors open up, and there's typical festivities around. There's multiple different dancers around what seems to be a similar to a throne room or just a main hall, where many different pirates are about. Many of them standing to the side, all of them looking at you as you come in, and you and your Viking honor guard come in.
Bronner says, "Don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the ale, enjoy the mead, enjoy the food. Party on!"
And then you go off and you notice as you look around, there is at the center of the room, actually on a big chair, on a little dais on a big chair, at the end of the room, there is a human there. He has, which you would expect is Captain Terra, because just from what he appears, he has tan skin, brunette hair, and brown eyes. He is about 5'11" in stature.
Oh, so he's barely coming up. Wow.
He appears to be smaller than you, and he has beast furs as well from some of the native from some of the native creatures on this planet, and he's wearing them. But the thing is that you realize that you basically know he has a very elegantly in a sword in a sheath, a saber, a cutlass in a sheath. You notice it's the handle is very articulately made, and it looks really, really. It looks elegant.
Best craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, and he says, and he looks at your announcement as you come in and says, and there's a moment where the people look between you and him as you two are kind of eyeing each. As you said, hey, just enjoy yourselves, and they're almost waiting. They're not too sure if they should, if going by your suggestion, would that be offending him? I mean, And he says, and basically he takes a while. As he basically this will be you doing scrutiny against him.
Okay.
Or both of you doing scrutiny against each other. I'm rolling mine off screen.
As is kind of what he can do.
Well, if you had dice on your own, you could roll it off screen.
I don't know, then that just takes away from the magic. Oops. No, I don't want security, I want scrutiny.
Yeah.
-10 because, well, how come that?
Whoa.
Okay,
I still
that's
think
weird.
that's pretty much still a failure.
It is.
You can this guy, as you can tell, with many worshippers of Slanesh, you've been around other worshippers, especially people who've declared themselves pirate princes or pirate captains. They always aura off with a similar aura of authority. An authority and also self-confidence. And authority and self-confidence. Even though he views you, he can see your mark. He doesn't show. You were kind of expecting some form of reaction from him, similar to the other people, but he seems, in a sense, not amused. As if he looks at the mark and he's sizing you up, and he's not impressed by what he sees. And he waves to the people gathered around, and is like, indeed, enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the festivities.
Wait.
Enjoy the festivities, my people.
He's not
There's
amused
plenty
with
to go
like...
around for all.
Oh, sorry. He's not amused by like an 8-foot-tall giant.
Or that's just Bronner. He's not making it appear that way.
Okay.
Bronner didn't fail his scrutiny, so has a good poker face. He probably is inside, maybe slightly shit himself. I mean, I think I would.
I'm just kind of thinking this guy has to be having like the coolest, the best poker face in the universe to have this giant.
The thing is, Bronner did
to...
roll a 66.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna. And this guy is basically. I did roll his scrutiny trying to see from you, and also I did roll his deceive to see how well he could attempt to fake a poker face.
Oh,
nice.
Since that is how scrutiny works. It's scrutiny against deceive if you're trying to hide something about you.
Oh,
but he's mostly doing scrutiny about you, just trying to figure out mentally how you are and just trying to nail down your...
No, I kind of wish you told me I could do the deceive.
You can if you... are you trying to hide something? Or are you just outright just boasting that, hey, I'm gonna kick your ass?
No, I'm actually coming here. I had the intention of coming here to talk to him. He just had his men sent over. I'm trying to basically deceive my way and basically have him realize, oh shit, this guy I might have fucked up here.
He probably... okay, you can.
I mean, your axe probably just has enough blood on it that he
I
can
mean,
probably tell.
I don't know if there's any modifiers that I could have done that should have been.
No, there's really no well, he knows you're standing here, that he does, or however, realize that, yes, he's slightly underestimated you. The fact that you're, well, living is one thing. And the fact that he can tell that from several of your Neanders, they have blood on their axes.
I mean, mine's polished.
Well, and a few of them are, they have blood on their axes,
Oh, no.
and some blood on their shields.
Yeah, no. Froner knew that his men would have the blood on them. But
Yeah,
Froner,
the thing is that it just makes it, he kind of can put two and two together, and realize that he's
out 2 ships.
Yeah, and he does realize he's still considering what he should be doing, because he does see the mark of Slanesh, and that in itself is just having you openly show that out is in a sense a challenge to his authority.
Yeah. I was just saying that guy has got like a cold exterior, being so
He
calm.
does. Right at the moment, he always just really in control of his emotions.
Yeah.
And he says, come forth. He actually holds out his hand to you. Come forth, man, pirate from the stars, captain, or just come forth, captain from the stars. May I interest you in one of our local beverages? He snaps his fingers, and one of the scantily clad lady, again with strategically placed clothing, like barely, minus like a few threads of cloth, she would be entirely naked.
Yeah. Oh, Froner says, tell me real quick, can you set up a stronger chair? Every chair I've tested on this planet has buckled.
He smirks. The first sign of emotion that hasn't been just a little bit of boredom from his part. But I'm not too sure. I may have to specially craft a chair to accommodate your great size.
No, when he did that pause, Froner kind of started tracing his axe head with his finger, with his gauntlet finger, as he's like, oh, not a problem. For now, I can use a keg. It's what I've been sitting on every time.
Then
he pulls up a finger, or better yet, snaps his finger and starts talking in Neandor to a couple of men and says, go get my throne from the ship.
They say in Neanderthal, yes, Captain.
Yeah.
And he quickly run.
Yeah.
And
Froner says, I just remembered I brought my own little throne. It's guaranteed to hold my size, and we don't have to wait for one to be crafted with poor quality due to speed. As fellow entrepreneurs of excess, we know how that is.
Indeed.
Now, of course, comes the evident notion of how 2 of your ships decided to pay my humble vessel a little visit.
How truly dreadful that such a thing happens,
Yes.
But at least I won't have to pay them, so there's that to look at.
Yes. I do commend you, though. The attempt to get the 2 ships get the target vessel in between the 2 ships was a very good move. Sadly, though, you weren't expecting rowing power to be included in with sailing power.
Okay, sorry, uh, um, uh, sorry, I am, Conrad is, Eric's gonna be leaving.
Yeah. Later,
Oh, yeah,
Eric.
so I was, yeah, see ya, Eric.
See you,
Alrighty,
Eric.
guys. Let me
Yeah, so
know
sorry about that,
either
John,
way.
I was kind of not paying attention.
Oh no.
Repeat yourself, please.
Oh no. Just basically, it was a good tactic. Usually very good for standard ships, but you weren't expecting ships with rowers. That's how I was able to bring myself about to ruin your plan. And, well, my men and I live on a frozen tundra. We're used to a lot more than just water to try and avoid.
In... But you continue to imply that I had anything to do with those attacks. They could have just...
No.
They
Not
could have just disobeyed orders. You are an unrecognizable vessel in our waters.
to what degree would I have to point the finger at you? I know how it is when it comes down to having multiple vessels under your command, and sometimes you get the greedy captains, the greedy men who are promoted up to captains and want to take a little off the top to line their own purse. I'm just commending you for the tactics, and I am going to say I've employed the tactics before.
Indeed. Though I will have to say, then thank you for dealing with those captains under my command that don't deserve their positions and cannot bring me proper results. How truly disappointing that I have to deal with such useless rabble. Anyways, you snaps. That is enough. You are most likely tired. You are most likely tired from your journey, and this would not be Tortuga. This is oh, damn it.
Well, where's Jack? Where's the rug?
No. All of a sudden, your cartograph starts pointing in the direction of whatever you want. Currently, women. Anyways, it would not be. I would be a truly terrible host of Skull Cove if I did not offer you just the finest of the delicacies found here. And he snaps his fingers, and multiple of the servants, go about getting different things. As your Neanders have gotten back, you came to the thing with your share.
Yeah.
And they set that right across. Basically, they set that where basically you two are. So you're sitting here, he's sitting there, and...
Yeah. No, Franner takes his axe off his back and sets it up against the throne when he sits down before he just leans it on the throne to where he could grab it if someone decided to pull something, as he's keeping Joanna on his lap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he has, he has, actually for him, Captain Terra does have several women around him. They are not on his lap, but they are, certainly you're just, staying by him. And, some of them, one of them has a glass of, a jug of wine or alcohol beverage that they are pouring into his cup whenever he needs a refill.
Yeah. Tell me, my friend, is the beer tainted by the plague going around?
Ah, the plague. Such a foul thing that has come to this land.
Frogger leans in a bit. It will soon be gone between me and you. Winks at him.
Okay.
Such an opportunity would be monumental.
Indeed, but how would you take care of the plague? How would you take care of the plague?
We-
The people of Skull Cove are protected by the Lord of Pleasure, Pleasure's gifts. Thus, the plague doesn't affect here. Are you implying that you can bring a much larger blessing from the true God?
Frogner smirks as he says, "It's already being worked on. Using the Defiler's own method of delivery against him."
Interesting.
I plan on taking this world, making it home. Pure Hub City, my citadel, my keep, my longboat tavern.
Then, okay, so, okay. Then Captain Terra, as you're saying, then where do I fit in this equation? Obviously, you did not come all the way to Skull Cove for nothing, or perhaps you just wanted to enjoy a nice party.
Frogner smirks as he says, "A party I was not expecting, but it nonetheless will still be enjoyed. Who are we to deny him the pleasure of hearing our screams of joy, our drunken singing? After all,
Indeed.
he thrives on it. Why deny him that? No. I am referring to the more opportunist way of things. When Slab City is taken, I will need somebody to help me keep an iron hold on the pirates. And Skull Cove is in such a great location that it would be criminal not to allow you control of Skull Cove still, but to be one of my many advisors."
An advisor.
Aye. A high rank even for us. I will still
This-
need...
Okay, yeah, you continue.
Of course, though, I only plan on keeping 3 advisors, one of which will be taking control of the more light side of things, the more open side of things. I have a contact that has a legal claim, but, of course, I know how it is with these kinds of worlds. You try and usurp command, and all of a sudden, what do you know? The people rise up. That's valuable workforce is gone. So instead, what I do is something else, something far more delightful for us all. And that's keeping one member of the royal family still alive, wrapped around my finger. And good women, good beer, good food, pleasure unending.
And Captain Terra says, you must be talking about Duke Leofwin. I'm Duke Leofwin of Godwin, the always scheming little Duke.
True.
A good pawn to have if you were trying to control this planet. The people here are so dreary and dreadful. They are so truly despicable. They have no understanding of the true, to enjoy life. They have no understanding of the true enjoyment.
I plan on bringing their quiet and dreary life to the loud and boisterous times to our Lord.
Indeed.
Between me and you, things are slow here. Things are in need of a change, as we all know who is allied with the Lord of Pleasure. We know that we can easily cause this to occur, this change.
Okay. Do test scrutiny against him.
Oh boy. Any positives, negatives?
This will be just a straight up scrutiny test.
Okay, cool. So I got a plus 10.
Okay.
Yay!
Yes! Woo!
Okay. You can tell that he's not entirely thrilled with the idea of being a, well, second banana. He's not entirely, as is typical with worshippers of Slanesh, and sort of just worshippers in Chaos in general. They tend to be very egotistical individuals.
No.
You are, and they don't really bow down to authority very well.
Fawner catches
They're
that
all
and
edgy
says,
fucks.
Frogner catches that and says, I will need a fellow worshipper to keep an eye on the pond, though. I will be off world quite a bit. Him having a blade to his neck in the shadows, by you, of course, would keep him in line.
Perhaps.
And if he should die, well, what do you know? You became advisor. Congratulations. After, of course, we get everything cemented in, and, well, the people won't rise up in revolt. It's only a time for you to play as a stagehand, of course. Soon you would step into center stage with me. We all know how it feels to be second fiddle, but what if that second fiddle was truly the one that people should watch out for?
Perhaps. But I'm truly dreary. But what you offer is a stain on this planet, and I am truly dreary of it. You come from the stars, and there must be wonderful, truly wonderful pleasures to be had up there.
There are.
And
There are. And I plan on using this world for recruitment as well. The more ships I gain, the more people I will meet. I believe.
But okay, this will be charm.
Charm. Oh, cool.
You're charming him. You're attempting to get him to do something he normally would not want to do, and he's not entirely inclined to doing it.
Bonuses or negatives?
This will be a -10. I said edgy fucks who prefer themselves being the guys in charge. However, you did say good, or
Well,
okay. Several.
hang on. Let me do the re-roll with all the appropriate mods to it.
Okay, the thing is that since you had a good offer, which I would actually bring it to actually being a +10, then it ultimately modifies out as a +10 because I really think you did a good job at giving out the offer and everything, and it actually is a good deal. The only problem is he has to deal with a little authority. I mean,
It doesn't look like I could do it quite right. Unless he fails the upcoming will.
perhaps. But you are a good bargainer. You offer a rather interesting price. But I wonder why, but you know as I do, that table scraps, when you've drank the greatest wine in the world, when you've drank the greatest of beverages, and you've eaten the finest of meals, table scraps hardly seem fitting for a villain. Perhaps I perhaps I will not be a good pawn for you to have, but I am sure you are not. I'm sure if I were I am sure if I proved to be a challenger in that way, you would seek to take care of me. Am I right?
This is where Froner does the intimidation. I also keep forgetting that I have best craftsman gear, that some of it is for enhancing a charm and enhancing a intimidate, but this is the intimidate factor.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and get the role play out as Froner chuckles darkly and grips his axe a bit more and says, "Indeed you would. Through axe, through gun, through my flesh shaper. You would not get to live another day if you decided to point your cutlass at me. It would barely cut into these furs, let alone
Intimidate.
my flesh." Okay, so let's see now. Greaves and furs are at where the intimidate's coming from, so that's a plus 20 there. Negatives, bonuses.
Well, intimidate. Let's see.
I mean, I'm looking at a plus 20 right now.
Well, you are, more physically stronger than him. You are bigger than him, so you would get a plus 10 from that.
All right, so I got a plus 30.
And wait, okay, let me. Does best craftsmanship? Okay, this is for everyone. This is for everyone. Just a general thing. Best craftsmanship gear for Black Crusade, does it stack with the different pieces you have?
I think so.
It actually is one of the few ones that encourages putting on different armor pieces,
Yeah.
having them split apart.
Okay, okay. I was just curious about that.
I mean, that's
thought-
kind of why it's only a +5 for each piece.
Oh, it is plus 5? I thought it was plus 10.
No, it's +5.
Okay, so it's just a 20.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just a 20 roll.
Oh!
Damn!
Oh God!
I think you
Man,
just
Rob,
gave him
man.
a heart attack. Net 1. Oh my gosh.
Oh
What
God!
Rob said.
7 degrees of success! Oh god, this is... Fronder doesn't get... It's the bar all over again, and the way to the bar. Oh god damn it. Every time I've done an intimidate test, it has been shock and awe.
After you said those things, you reach into the guy's mouth and you pull out a tooth.
Oh yeah, no, I can even show the tooth if I wanted to. More intimidation.
No, okay.
No,
Then-
that would just be like
that-
really shock and awe
you-
because. Go ahead.
With that, as you basically, show your strength and show your will, show the fact, basically put on your intimidate face, and just basically show it right up to him what he's gonna be dealing with. You visibly, he shakes a little. You can tell he is shaking. You can, actually no, yeah, you can tell because you're somewhat expecting it, so you're paying a lot more attention to him. You do tell he is slightly visibly shaking. You can more or less tell it from your heightened senses, all that he is, he is visibly shaking. You are telling that he is, he is.
Fuck
tells
with
that he
me,
is,
you're dead.
Intimidated, but he also knows he has his position, and he knows how it would look for him being basically bullied into a lower position, and he has his pride. Bronner would feel the same way if someone tried to bully him into being an underling.
It's basically why Froner just says, work with me, or I show you why. I haven't already. I bullied, yes. But this is the nice bullying. Don't make me go to the hard stuff.
See, the thing is even though he, you are, for a while, he is visibly shaken from your point of view. Then he stands up and walks over to you slowly.
Bronner's tracing the haft with his thumb.
He's tracing the half with his thumb, and he's walking
Yeah, I mean,
slowly, and
Bronner's not intimidated yet.
oh, he's not attempting to intimidate you. You not entirely sure what he's doing. He could be walking over to bow.
No, Bronner's just showing a disinterest right now. Because Bronner knows that this is a low blow, but he's used to this shit from the Helix. He will not bow. And if this guy challenges him, he will win.
And he begins. Okay. Give me a sec. Miles is giving me his contact info so I can talk to him outside of this session.
Oh, that's about right.
And so he gets. Well, he is. So basically, you're prepared if he decides to
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bronner's demeanor shows that, yes, I may be relaxed, but you come at me, I'm going to ask you a question, and it's not going to be nice.
Okay. And so, what is... Okay. Give me a sec. Actually, I gotta look at a few things. Yeah, he actually he steps over and he gets about a meter. Well, he gets within a meter from you and bows. And gets it with great deliberation and slowly bows a knee to you, bowing his head down to you.
Whoa, he's kneeling down with his head bowed.
Yes.
Bronner's big ego kicks in as he straightens up a bit and says, "Oh, this is something I was not expecting."
Okay. And okay, so so wait, you calm down a little bit?
No, his big ego's kicking in. He's got a big ego. So for him, for Captain TARDIS to be bowing his head and kneeling, it's inflating Franner's big head.
He's now kind of bolstering
Franner,
himself.
do an awareness.
Oh, jeez. Awareness.
Ooh.
Don't worry, since you're ready, I'm just saying for the awareness thing. Since you're ready, that won't count as that's not since you're ready, if he were to attack you, it wouldn't count as being surprised. But since you're ready, he's opened himself, he's bowing down to you, but your ego's still up there.
Yeah.
Since he has higher agility than you, he quick draws his sword and slashes at you.
Oh, this is a parry.
Yeah, he literally just quick draws his sword from the kneeling position and slashes at you.
Okay, any negatives I need to input in, or...
Hang on, the GM would first need to roll the hit if he's not surprised.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
you
you're
were
right.
not. I mean, you were not surprised. You were a bit expecting. Well, you were prepared for it, but
Big ego kicked in when he kneeled down, so... It...
fuck.
Oh!
Oh, no. Even better, even better. I'm switching this from that to a fucking strength test. Hang on 1 second.
You just stabbed the sword into the chair.
Well, the
You
thing
got-
is, it could be that Frauner reacts quick enough to. Okay, basically, so Frauner, obviously he is slashing at you. This could be Frauner literally like grabbing his Tyler Organ. He literally
Yeah.
is kind. He
No,
literally
hang on,
is kind.
let me...
Frauner kind of. He are either does could he grab his? He has his axe grab. He kind of grabs it out, and uses the half to kind of bounce away the blade.
Yeah, and after the bouncing of the blade, it's Frauner puts his axe to the guy's throat.
Well, this would be the start of combat.
Yeah.
Since he did leap, he does have leap up, so he did, as he slashed and he realized that didn't work, he did, jump back.
Ah, so he did jump at...
He
Yeah.
did jump to his feet.
Frauner's size has Joanna move away, points at two of his men to keep her out of harm's way. As he then kind of looks at Captain Taurus, it says, "You could have gone down a much better path.
Okay,
There would
so
be coin
roll.
involved for you. Gold. Instead, you choose to lash out with me in an attack. How simply roll of you."
Just no pictures with slurs in them. I just got posted on YouTube.
Okay, so roll initiative.
Initiative.
2d10 plus 2 plus agility.
Ooh, 2d10. Whoa.
I mean, sorry, 1d10.
Lightning
1d10.
reflexes? Bronner, do you have lightning reflexes?
You know what? Actually, one moment. Let me double check because I think I might. Oh god, I have lightning reflexes.
Okay.
So it's 2d10 K1 plus
Okay.
agility plus 2.
2d10 K1 plus 2 plus... Is it 3 because my agility? Let me double check.
Yeah, it would be plus 5.
Yeah.
You're basically 2d10 K1 plus 5.
Okay. And...
Okay, so 7's my highest.
9.
4's... So you're at 9. He has lightning reflexes as well, so he got a 7 plus 2 because he's quick in the dead. And plus 4 due to his agility. He's at 13.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh well. So,
So
Frauner's a little bit slower.
the thing is, Frauner basically did block with that and then get up. Also, he made his speech thingy, and you two did back off from each other. He did back off a little bit and you basically have stood up from your chair and gotten yourself ready because you don't want to be fighting with your chair at your back because that will cause you to not really be able to move around now.
Yeah, no, I mean, Frauner
The gods pulled away the chair.
Yeah, Frauner puts a bag of gold thrones onto the table, making a loud shink as he said, "That could have been a down payment for you. But if you choose to shed blood, then let our screams go to the Lord of Pleasure himself."
Okay, now that you see his sword, that he's drawn it, let me see if I have the right thing for it. Okay.
Ooh, you do
Earth.
realize I have trade armor This catches my attention greatly.
Yeah, this does catch your attention, partially because it's... Okay, where is the... Okay, that. Sorry, I'm looking through things because I want the exact, what it says. Okay.
It's shiny.
It is basically, you were in fact a little impressed. This is a work of art. All elegant curves and killing edges made to specifications so precise that it could not be possibly be of human design. It's undeniably graceful, just how the weapon looks. No, it is not a Daemon Blade.
Oh, okay.
And, and he attacks. He will single attack you. And he hits.
Let me do a parry real quick.
Okay. So you...
Actually, I think that would still hit because he didn't beat your degrees of success.
No, it's just one attack, though.
Oh, okay.
It's not... He didn't swift attack.
Okay. Never mind. Sorry, my bad.
He swings his sword and your two blades clash together. You block it with the shaft of your axe. These blades skittering off the surface of your shaft. And
Franner's turn.
Hey, Fronner's turn.
Oh wait, you get a counterattack since you parried.
Yes, I could actually. Let me go ahead and get that real quick. Sir?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's talking to us.
One second, let me do the... No, I did not get the counterattack, so it's just a normal attack now. And I'm actually going to take this guy down, because I want him.
What attack are you going to do?
I am Okay. To take down requires me to do a charge towards him, which gives me a +20 for the weapon skill.
Well, you are going to have to charge. You two are in, melee combat.
Yeah, you're too close.
Yeah. You won't generate enough speed to charge at him.
Okay, well...
You could attempt to grapple him if you wanted to.
Hang on one second, everybody.
Not a problem.
I'm like, fuck here, because I actually expected that to do something.
You were hoping...
God's favor, this one.
As Jesse said, you just gone full retarded.
God, I don't get it, because I rolled a 9. Zinch, when it came to his willpower, when against Fronner's Intimidate. I thought Zinch had blessed him truly.
Okay,
but then
I'm
fucking
back.
fails.
Okay, no, you know what?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Fronner's going to attempt the chokehold.
She's gonna attempt to just grab him.
Yep, grappling.
Weapon skill.
Yep.
No, you can do a takedown with a half action.
Oh, I can?
Yeah. You have to declare
He can't do that he's too close.
No, as a half action or when making a charge attack.
Oh.
So it's one or the other.
Oh, wow. Let me...
He then rolls to hit using his weapon skills with any modifiers or a +20 from charging. So that's all it is.
Ah. So as a half action, I'm taking him down. Bonuses because of size.
Wait, do you get bonuses? Wait, what is the actual combat rules when it comes to takedown?
Yep. Right there. You would only get modifiers from weapon and talent if you had any.
Well, he's taking him down with his hand, right? Or how is For Honor taking him down?
I would say hitting him with the blunt side of the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you get a +10 from that.
Then the target must make a challenging toughness test or be stunned for
If
one
they don't
round.
dodge.
Is it?
They can dodge. You can dodge a grapple attack or takedown.
Okay.
No,
it counts as an attack, so it would count as a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got to be 4 degrees.
No, this is just... Wait, what?
I rolled a 12 out of 55.
How does takedown actually...
Is
it opposed willpower? Is it opposed weapon skill against evasion?
Yes, it's a agility check to get the hell out of the way.
It would be dodge, really.
It's a dodge to get away from the grapple, but if he fails it, he's got to be 4 degrees.
And from what it looks like,
I'm
you
going
get
to spend one of his infamy points, which he has, to give me a general roll of general. So I'm rolling off of a 63, since he has dodge +10 and agility of 43. And I do better.
What is this part about the -20 to his weapon skill?
Because he is dazed and stunned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you basically make a swing with the blunt side of actually it's a double bearded, so you're making a swing with the side of your axe.
With the haft.
With the haft. You basically make a jab with the haft, swing with the haft of your axe at his head, and he ducks underneath it as it swings.
46, is that correct?
Hmm?
What?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just.
I spent an infamy point, so I'm rolling off of a 63.
63?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Uh-oh.
I think we have the same.
We might.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're rolling off a 63, there's 1 that turns it to a 53, and then that 6 turns it to a 43.
Yeah.
So you only got...
If you match, then I think Frana wins because of his strength.
Okay. What is it? Okay, take there. Where is it? Takedown. He then rolls to hit using his weapon skill as normal. No.
Oh, this is a real toughie.
I'm not too sure. It's not specific. It counts as an attack. It says as normal, so it would count as an attack.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't specifically say opposed weapon skill.
Well, hang on. There's something about
it counts as a single attack meant to stun your opponent, if I'm looking at it correctly.
But
and single attacks, one dodge, you don't have to get multiple degrees of success on the dodge test.
I think they changed that with Black Crusade all the way to Only War.
Let me see. Hang on.
There's something in the rules about it. I know that the combat rules and dodge and stuff.
Let's see now. Takedown rulings.
No, go to combat. It would be in the combat section.
No, I'm looking online real quick as well, because this is something that may or may not showed up before.
It's no different in Black Crusade than it is from Only War.
Yeah. Black Crusade is pretty much the core of all the new books. They just improved on this or that for that type of game.
Okay, this is straight from the community site. Let me go ahead and get this right here.
I mean, because it's basically like a standard attack, except you're hitting with the blunt end of your weapon.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Which. Okay,
But
what's the.
but I think they've changed it because they didn't want it, just a constant dodge fest.
No, but that makes sense because you're just swinging the blunt end of your weapon. I mean, you would be able to dodge that.
Alright.
I
Here
mean, you're
is
basically. It's no different than swinging with the killing end of your weapon. I mean, in the general statistics of how the weapon is moving. And of course, I'm arguing a lot about it because I'm actually trying to hurt Franner.
This was the supposed challenge that was supposed to show up.
You know what? I will. Okay.
I mean, no, this is important though to learn for later instances as well. Franner's not actually trying to do a kill, believe it or not.
Yeah, he's trying to get him to just bow, but but Captain Terra really doesn't want to. He's, he is pride. He's feels he was. He wants to. His pride. And the fact is that out of game, Captain Terra also got a
reaction.
That's all it says about reactions in the rules.
Yeah, that's why he reacted, because it's Frauner's turn. He's reacting.
Oh, here we go.
Ah.
Evasion. It's under evasion.
Okay.
Let me see if I get it all. So yeah, they do have special rules for just regular and auto. Alright, so there we go.
Okay, so
But this would just count as a standard single attack.
Yeah, that's why I did link both things, the regular and the full auto and semi-auto.
Well, it's really hard if it ties. Okay. We probably have people in the bar, in the comments bar going, well, I mean, there's this, there's that. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, no, and there's talents to make it so that, oh, talents. Do you have the talent?
Takedown?
No, there's actually I think the degrees of success only apply if you have the talent. There is a special talent for that.
He has the takedown talent, I'm pretty sure.
No, it is something else. It makes it so that oh, what is it?
I can already see the comments bar filling up with all sorts of talents that people are trying to find.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody found on the thing that says defender wins or attacker wins. I mean, this is weird in of itself, and we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Ah, hang on.
But I know there's a talent for that.
Okay, so multiple melee. Okay, Black Crusade, Black Crusade, Black Crusade. This is weird.
I'm not seeing anything from it. I'm at the talents bit right now. I'm not seeing anything that adds a bonus to actual takedowns.
Okay, so...
No, it's not a takedown thing. It's a special thing that when you do a weapon skill, for the person to dodge or parry, they have to actually beat your score.
Brr.
I think that something would be heavily Cornish. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
That might be Killing Strike.
No,
Oh. Hang on.
you found it?
I'm looking for actual combat circumstances. I just found them, so let's take a look. See, because this might be it. I'm not entirely sure. No, it is not. It goes down. Okay, then combat overview, perhaps.
Oh, Swift
Or
Attack.
the attack.
Swift Attack and Lightning Attack are those two things where you do have to compare degrees of success, since that's multiple hits.
No.
Attack. Let's see now. Evasion reactions. Dodge or parry.
Actually, you know what? At this point, I'm starting to get a little bored with it. Let's just do a thing where I roll 1 or 2, and if it's a 1, Frogner wins, and the thing goes about it is. If it's a 2, Terra dodges. Okay?
With a near miss on both parts. With a near hit or a near miss with both parts for the lore. Alright, that sounds fair.
Yep.
Come on, one. Wada!
Okay, it's a hit.
And also,
No, I'd argue that, but who knows how the actual rules work.
Wait, Jesse's
But
making...
then I'm trying to kill Frogner, so, yeah.
well, he still has to do damage to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that.
Well, the thing is at least 1 point of damage. Okay, so
Okay, you have to at least do 1 point of damage. Wait, which... Okay, that would not... I mean, I have to do toughness then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it.
I mean, it's all translated as non-lethal.
Yeah, it's not lethal. You're basically trying to cloud him across the head. Probably will cause some... Yes! I have 36 toughness, motherfucker.
Nice.
So
So you're not dazed.
Thing is, Runner literally takes the any sword, literally just smashes, like smacks Terra in the head with the haft of his.
hang on. When the hit connects, Frogner says, I am aiming not to kill this encounter.
With how much damage Frogner did roll, even though that does not do damage to him, he hears the wet snap as he basically did just smack him, break Terra's nose.
Oh,
It's a red
ouch.
crunch. I'm not just saying it didn't do any wounds, but I'm just saying for since you rolled 22, for how much strength Frogner put behind it, it would cause basically him to get a bloody nose.
Yeah.
Well, probably more, just his nose is
Oh,
broken.
shit, wait. That's a 10. Woo,
Yeah, that's the
got
hit.
lucky. No. That's a nat 10 on the die. If this was not meant as a non-lethal, I would have to roll. If I confirmed, it would have been a D5.
That's why I was thinking there had at least been one that was a nat 10. That's why I kind of did that, to kind of show that, oh, this, you literally, like...
Yeah, if you mouse over...
The thing is you hit
Yeah.
him, you hit him really hard, but as he was hitting the hit, he kind of just rolled with the blow.
Yeah. No,
He didn't try to take it on straight on, partially because he's trying not to be an idiot. And
Frogner says to him after the hit, and says, a broken nose so far. I aim not to kill you, Captain Tarok.
Captain Tarot grabs. He basically you hear just Captain Tarot grabs from behind from his belt. He quick draws a punch dagger
Yeah, Frogner's...
with his left hand.
Frogner's respect meter just dropped.
And he's now dual wielding.
Frogner's respect meter dropped drastically as he just lets out a sigh.
Then with that, he quick draws it. He's dual wielding, which he does have ambidextrous and the two weapon wielder. So it's just -10 for each attack. And might I add, they're both best craftsmanship weapons.
Oh boy. This is.
And he's doing single attacks. So generally, I'm only doing off of I have to roll 55. Yes, he has the same weapon skill as Bronner. I actually was rolling for this guy, and he actually did pretty good.
Wow.
Yes.
No. It's fine.
So this is for the punch dagger. That's a hit.
Let's see now. Hit location 55. You're hitting my body. He's got to punch through 12 total just to be able to do 1 damage. Just to start getting through damage, he's got to roll at least a 13.
So you're just going to eat that?
That's barely... That's 2 degrees of success. I'm going to have to parry. I really am. Frauner's trying not to...
Well, it's just a single attack.
Yeah.
Frauner can't parry it.
You do realize now you can't use that on the next weapon, too.
Okay, not enough. Because it's a mono punch dagger. So
it's got pin.
Yeah, you did 2 points of damage.
Yeah, it does not panic. Almost. I rolled a 2.
No.
On that.
Mono
I rolled higher, but a pen.
No, monos have an innate 2 pin.
Yeah, and it's a punch dagger, which I looked it up, and punch daggers start with pen 2.
So it has pin 4.
Yeah, it's pin 4.
So you penetrated 4 pieces of his armor, meaning he only has 2 protection.
And then he hits, I believe... Okay, it's from Dark Heresy, I remember. And
Okay,
punch daggers, I believe their stats is 1d5 plus 1 pen 2.
Here's
and
what
best
happened.
craftsmanship mono.
Here's what happened. You cut into my armor, which has a 7.
Well, yeah, I would cut into your armor, but it just doesn't... It causes you to bleed a little bit, but doesn't actually cause a deep wound. Just like a flesh wound.
It actually does hurt him. I think you did
But it
3
didn't
points
do
of
any
damage.
3 points of damage, dude. You got 3 points of damage in because that 4 drops my 7 to a 3, and then
what's your tough? The thing is, that isn't. I added the 4 onto the 9. The 9 is the damage plus the pen.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's what I usually do.
Okay.
Okay, now we got it.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, no, so...
Yeah, I'm thinking like, man, 2d5 or 1d5 plus 9 with pin 4?
Yeah, he doesn't have crushing blow or anything, or that would be just ridiculous. Yeah. But then
How
he
much
will.
damage?
No, he did. He basically caused
0.
Okay.
But he did cause Frauner. That did actually stab in with enough thrust to pierce far enough to cut a bit into Frauner's flesh, bulky abs.
Are you done with that?
And then he attacks with his... Before Frauner can keep on monologuing, he will attack with his other sword in his right hand. His sword in his right hand.
Okay.
This is a... this is a 55. So off of 55. And he hits with that. And that is a leg shot. Taking out the right knee.
Okay, he has punched through 11.
Took a sword to the knee.
As long as it's not an arrow to the knee.
Okay, and this weapon, which is thankfully